Hi everyone, welcome to Coach Kathleen's Monday mobility section number 1. All right, so each Monday during the month, I'm going to be providing you with 3 amazing mobility exercises for runners, which I highly recommend you start doing before you head out on your run. This will definitely improve your performance because you'll just have such a range of motion within your joints. Your body will be able to run more freely. You'll have better stride length. You'll have more power in your stride. And also you will be more resilient towards injuries. And that's injuries, we all know, is one thing which we all want to avoid. While stretching is good, we need a certain amount of flexibility, that is length in the muscles, which does contribute to mobility. Mobility is almost I would say, the more important one for runners because we want good active range of motion within the joint. Okay, so enjoy the exercises as you go through the weeks. Find the ones that you really struggle with, and those are the ones you want to work on because that's where you've got inhibitions in the joints that will be limiting you when you're running. If you struggle with time before you run, do at least 1 or 2, and then you can then take a whole lot and string them together in a standalone mobility session later in the day, maybe in the evening after work. All right, so our first exercise for today is wall ankle mobility. You might want to do this, I prefer doing this barefoot, although I do have shoes on at the moment, so maybe you could want to do before you put your taxis on in the morning. So what you're going to do is you're going to come stand against the wall. All right, and you're going to put your toes right against the wall of the one foot, okay? And then you're just going to lean in with the knee. You're going to bend the knee in to touch. All right. And then what you'll do is just going to slightly move your toes back and then bend the knee in to touch, making sure that your knee is moving forward, okay, and not comping in or comping out. All right. You want your feet facing forward and then knee moving in forward towards the wall. You'll keep moving your toes a little bit back until your knee just touches the wall. All right, and then that is your end raise. And then from that position, just going to rock in and out. Do about 8 on each leg, and I would say do 2 rounds of 8 on each leg. All right, our next is a nice mobility exercise for increasing range of motion around the quadriceps. Right, so it's a walking butt kick. So what you do is you take a step, grab your heel, pull it up your butt, and then you lift up onto your toes on opposite leg. Take a step, grab the heel, lift up onto your toes. All right, just go through a full range. So step, pull up onto your toes. Step, pull up onto your toes. Step, whoo. Challenges the balance as well. Pull up onto your toes. So it's really actually activating your stability as well. All right, do 5 on each leg of those. And then our last one for today is the squat to stand. This is great for the hamstrings, the hips, lower back. All right, so you're going to go wide, slightly wider than your hips with your feet, toes pointed out. You're going to come down. I'm going to put this a little low so you can see. All right, you're going to come down. You're going to grab the toes. All right, and then push your chest out towards the ceiling. Come up as far as you can. The whole time, not dropping down like that. Okay, the whole time kind of pushing your chest out and sit that down in between your legs. Push it out and sit back down. Push it up. All right, you can do around 10 of those. Okay, so string the feet together. They'll really just get things moving and loosened up nicely before you run. You should notice quite a good difference. especially if one of them felt really tight or you felt maybe with the ankle mobility or the butt hold for the quadriceps, you felt the one side is a little bit tighter than the other. Then do an extra set on the tighter side, and yeah, if it's one that you're really struggling with, add in an extra session in the evening, and never move into pain. Just gently moving the joints and the muscles, increasing their active range of motion. Right, you're always moving, you're never standing still. And as you slowly move, I always see it as a little bit like when you're wanting to take a toffee and make it long. You don't just pull the toffee, you gently warm the toffee up and rub it. And as the toffee, the more you work that toffee, the further you're able to increase the length of that toffee. And it's the same thing with mobility. Just the more we just do it gently, the body is able to then adapt and increase its range of motion. All right, so it's not something that's forced, it's something you just gently work on regularly, like warming, like loosening that toffee. And you'll start seeing great results. Your running will feel so much easier as your joints start moving more freely. All right, so enjoy, good luck, let me know how you get on, and I'll see you next Monday for part 2.